wanted to discuss the most common question that I get, and I got it again just yesterday. The most common question is, how do I pull off my lifestyle? How do I travel so much? How do I do it without a job? I'm free, and it really baffles a lot of people. And so there's some easy steps, three easy steps that you can take that can get you into that same creative life stream for yourself. And it's really, really has to do with a change of the way that you think, the actual process of the way you think, the mechanics of the way you think, the foundations of what you're thinking about, what the frequency is that you're thinking about, that you're thinking from, is your frequency low and negative? Is it neutral and just kind of blah? Is it very active and creative? Is it suppressing? Is it very jumpy and scattered? Is it very well focused? Just all of those type of things. And which can start to sound complicated by saying all of this, but it's not. It's not complicated because the way that you think is supported by how you feel. So if you notice yourself feeling angry or frustrated or just really scattered or depressed or bored, those kind of things, anything like that, that's obviously a negative feeling, which means that it's your feelings letting you know that what you are thinking is negative. What you are thinking is not productive to your creative life and your creative imagination. And we are actually designed to operate from our creative imagination, and that's what we do, is we do operate from our creative imagination. So if we are creatively imagining negativity, and we're feeling negative, that's our feelings telling us that's what you're generating. That's what you are creating. And if you are very focused on that, that's what you're gonna get, just in every way. And then if you don't recognize it through your feelings, then it starts to get deeper. It starts to get into your body. It starts to cause pain or disease or some sort of suffering or accidents and all of that kind of stuff. And it just keeps generating until you start to recognize you need to change. And what people mean when they say you need to change or be the change that you want to be and all of that kind of stuff is literally discussing the way that you think and what you think about. What frequency are you thinking about? Because if you are then going to be focusing on the positive and just really when you're driving, you're recognizing the beauty. You're truly appreciating what's around you, for example, and just being, being grateful. That's enjoying, looking at the beauty, getting inspired by an idea and following that through creatively. Ooh, what would that feel like if this happened and if that happened? Not how to do it. That's right away when you get into, oh, I can't make that happen, or how would I make that happen? That goes instantly into that negative mode. And so that's an indicator. As soon as you start feeling sad that it can't happen, or you don't know how to make it happen, or it's impossible and all those things, then you feel bad. Well, that's right away letting you know that you are thinking negatively. So you go back into just start where you're at. Look around you. What's awesome? What's cool? Look for the beauty. Feel open to it. What is happening with your gratitude? What are you excited about? And just start having fun again in your thoughts. Literally, you change that one thing. This is the first step. out of the 3 that I'm telling you about, that I was going to tell you about. So the first step is really monitoring the way that you feel so that you can then adjust the way that you think. The frequency you're thinking about, again, what you're thinking about, where you're thinking from as far as the frequency. Sorry, that got a little jumbled there. And then from there, stay in that state, okay? You stay in that state of the feeling positive state. And what that is reflecting back to you is that you are creating that, right? Because we are creative imagination. That's how we work, right? So you're going to create this state of beauty by appreciating the beauty. And you feel it, and you keep feeling it, and it makes you happy, and it softens your heart. Well, when it softens your heart, it also softens your mind. And when your mind is soft, then you're open up to intuition and more creative play and creative imagination. And then different things can start to open up to you. But the first step, that's kind of going into the later steps we'll get into in another video, but this very first step is that. Observe the way you feel. Let it reflect. Realize that it's reflecting the way that you think. And just make the choice. You have a choice to either feel bad or feel good. And when we're feeling so bad, sometimes it's really hard to force ourselves to feel good. But instead of forcing yourself, you make the decision, like say, I am choosing to feel bad. Okay, I recognize that. Now I choose to feel good. And change the channel like you change it on the TV. You know, that TV show was crummy. Let's watch something a lot more lively, a lot more fun. Like the Barbie movie, that was great. Something that's very, alive. That's the first step.